Hi guys, so now that you've had a chance to participate in a seminar where you were able to discuss this idea with some of your classmates, now we're going to turn our thoughts into a persuasive essay. So you're going to do research, if you took notes from the seminar or your own notes from the seminar and information from class or some of the videos and some of the articles that we've watched and read, you're going to write a persuasive essay around the question, should parents have the right to select the traits of their children? So I've provided you guys several documents that I'm going to walk through in this video. So you're going to use the outline, the organizer, the rubric to start building your essay. Ultimately, your essay is going to be due on March 26th, which is the day before spring break. And I'm going to provide little check-ins and some structure along the way. So it's not just going to be like one big piece, but that I'll be able to kind of check in with you as you guys progress through the essay. So you have to have at least 3 sources. These can be the same as the ones that you use for the Socratic seminar, or you can use others if you weren't happy with those. And instead of doing an annotated bibliography, you don't have to do that for me, but what I do want is for you to cite your sources using a works cited, and I want you to put that on the very last page of your essay. So I want your works cited to be at the very end of your written essay, okay? So you're going to start with your introductory paragraph. You're going to have a hook. You're going to introduce the topic, say why it's important. You're going to give a little bit of background evidence. So what's currently happening right now? Like, what traits are parents able to select? You might even give a case study would be a really good thing to put in here. And then you're going to have a thesis statement. Your thesis statement has to have 2 of your main arguments in your thesis statement, okay? And then here in purple, you can see that each body paragraph has to have textual evidence, and at least one piece of textual evidence must be a quote from an expert. So a scientist, a researcher, a professor, a geneticist, a fertility doctor, you name it. So body paragraphs 1 and 2 are going to be very, very much the same. You're just going to have your topic sentence, your example, your textual evidence. You're going to explain the evidence. Make sure you have a transition sentence to kind of lead to the next paragraph. And then the third body paragraph is that unique one. So because this is persuasive in nature, what you want to do is that last paragraph wants to provide a counter argument. And in that counter argument, what you're ultimately doing is you're saying, okay, well, here's what the other side is saying, but here's the reason why mine is more important. And again, you want to make sure to support your evidence or to support your claim with evidence. That's the skill that we've been working on all year long, okay? And so then you're going to just wrap it up with a conclusion. You're going to revisit your main points, and then you're going to leave with a to-be-remembered statement, okay? So some of the other documents that you guys should look through. Here's a genetics outline. This should look fairly familiar to you because I took it from Mrs. Sobolewski. So her and I have been working for the last couple of years to make this really good and organized. So feel free to fill out this organizer if you think that it will help you. You will not have to turn in this organizer, but you can, if you want me to look over it, I can look at this, and this might be something that you and I could discuss together. But this kind of helps you to build and to structure your genetics essay, okay? So this is completely optional for you. Usually the students that fill this out and use this organizer usually do better on their essay. So it's a tool for you to use if you want to. What I definitely want you to look at is the rubric for how you're going to be graded. So this is going to go into 2 different standards. It's going to go into our process standard because that's where your scientific writing comes into play. And that's where whether you can support your claim with evidence comes from, that skill that we've been working on for a while. So in the science process, I'm looking for the organization of your essay. I'm looking for the goal or your thesis. I'm looking for your reasons and support. And I'm also looking for your mechanics and your focus. So you want to make sure that those body paragraphs are very focused, that you don't bring in any outside claims, that you want to stay like really on point, okay? And then there's 2 things that I'm looking for in the Life Science 2 standard, and that's basically like your scientific knowledge and whether you can explain what the current research is. And then it's also the interpretation of science text. So does the student read and understand those complex science text that we've been working on? Do you really understand what you're reading about? Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for in the essay. Is just, do you understand, where the current science is? Are you able to articulate that? And then are you able to support your claims with evidence? Okay. And then make sure that you guys are coming back to the Canvas calendar every day, because like I said, there's going to be like certain checkpoints that I have along the way. So for example, on Friday, you're going to have to turn in your thesis statement, and I'm going to be looking over your thesis statement over the weekend. That way I can provide feedback and guidance for you if you need it. And then there's going to be some other checkpoints next week as well, okay? And again, if you guys have any questions about anything, make sure that you reach out and email me, okay? Have a good day.